There were orange jumpsuits like you would expect. It was the orange that makes your eyes blink, makes a flash look dull. There were handcuffs too. They looked like rims of glasses, hands magnified by the reflection of metal and fist, one wrist stacked on top of another, like if he could lift his arms, they'd make an X, shaming us all for looking. There were rows of cells and white walls. There were the isolation rooms we'd read about, where a man waits and sits for 22 hours a day, where nothing tastes bitter and can shrink a man to bones. And when the doors closed behind the inmates, I caught a glance with a man behind the glass. For a moment, there was a tense, like hands clenched, holding my eyes still. He dug me out, scraped me. I became more melting ice than stone, him more air than Medusa. He was no horror, but I had nothing to give him. I have nothing but the articles we read in class about prisons. I have no programs, no lawyers, no money and no help, no new light or old for his cell. I have nothing to give. And the point of this trip was to chain link our studies to reality, but this link has become more plastic than metal, more crackled than indestructible. We didn't talk to one prisoner, and you never understand how much words can shape a person until you see someone stripped of them, until you realize that every orange jumpsuit looks like it covers the same skin, handcuffs sell the same wrist, guards bar the same man, until just one man talks to you and you realize they are raw and clothed. We walked in their home. We were the mice, the ants in their sheets, the academic in their bathroom. And for the few seconds of eye contact, he turned into something more than everyone else. In the deep of his eyes was a memoir, laced and worn, the textbook you can't find in a bookstore. I broke our stare and looked back at the shiny white walls. They looked like tongues that could lick a man dry, lick him bare. I still wonder, what's under all that brown iris water? What's in the deep, just under the surface?